But primarily, I like 0% interest on credit cards, right? 0% interest on purchases for 12 months. Blue Business plus credit card, American Express is great. They give out decent limits. Blue Business Cash Card, and the good thing about these cards is you have two separate cards. You can actually reallocate the limits, move one card to another card, and get a higher limit at 0% interest. So this is why I love American Express. I would start with American Express because if you're already a customer, it's just a soft pull. If you're not, they pull from Experian. You can get that wiped. I made a video on how you can get the inquiries removed from Experian, relatively easy. So I would start with American Express, and then I would shoot over to Chase. And the reason is because they give out relatively high limits. All right, the Inc. Business Cash, great card, 0% interest for 12 months, 5% cash on select business categories, $750 bonus cash back after you spend 6,000 in the first 3 months. But again, what's most important is 0% interest on 12 months. And the same thing with American Express, you can do with Chase. What do I mean? You can go from, let's say you apply for the Inc. Business Unlimited, right? 0% interest, 0% interest for 12 months. Then what you can do is you can transfer that balance. You can transfer that limit, that credit card limit, to a new Inc. Business Cash at 0% interest. So you could go. Let's just say this card had $15,000 limit, and then you apply for this card, and this is a $10,000 limit. You can move 15,000 all the way up to this business cash card, make it 25,000 at 0% interest for another 12 months. So that's why I love business. That's why I love Chase Business Credit Card. That's why I love American Express, because you can reallocate the limits from one card to the next, make it a higher limit. You could keep it at 0% interest for 12 months, or you could just have one card with really high limits. That's why I like business credit cards from Chase. They're great points, great benefits, the cash back, the MR points. So this is why you should be chasing American Express. These are like the top tier, in my opinion. I like to really focus on those at the top and then go from there. So another small regional bank that you can go after. They used to pull Equifax. I got approved for them when they were pulling Equifax. I got approved for 6,000, 0% interest for 6 months. Now they're doing 0% interest for 12 months right here. You would have to schedule an appointment. This is the only problem with this is it's only in certain regions, so you would have to be in that region to get approved. They give out business lines of credit up to 50,000. They give out business credit cards up to 25,000. No docs. It's best to have a relationship. They are heavy on relationships, so I would rather you have a business bank account before you apply. This card is for 6 months. This card is for 12 months. I'm not sure if they can reallocate the limits, but again, this is a relationship bank, so you definitely want to open a business checking account before you apply for the business credit cards and their products. Another one that I don't hear a lot of people talk about is FNBO. They have 0% interest for 6 months. They do pull Experian. Now, again, these data points are based on my experience. So you can be in a totally different state, like across half the world, and it could be a totally different bureau, or it could be a combination of both. Chase, from my experience, has pulled Experian and Equifax sometimes. Sometimes I hear people saying Experian and TransUnion. So I would just lock Equifax and TransUnion and force them to apply for pull from Experian. American Express, across the board, personal business, they pull from Experian no matter what. So, and the good thing about that is that Experian on the business side specifically is easy to get removed that inquiry, so you don't have to worry about that affecting your score and affecting your applications later down the road. Another regional bank that you guys should definitely consider is PNC Bank. I would focus and target this card right here, 0% interest on balance transfers for 13 months. They give out high limits on the personal side as well, like 20,000, 25,000, and on the business side, they give out business lines of credit up to 50,000, no docs, and business credit cards. So now with this, some data points that I've gathered, they are new business sensitive. So before you apply, you obviously, and relationship. So you definitely need a business checking account, a relationship with them, personal or business. But if you're applying for the business card, just apply for the business bank account. They pull Experian, and they are brand new LLC. So you should be at least a year old. That's what I gathered, because I am going to apply for this for my round of funding before the end of the year. They don't like new businesses, so I would recommend at least 12 months. At least 12 months, obviously 680 minimum, preferably a 720 minimum. honestly. No lates, no derogatory, no collections, none of that. And they are inquiry sensitive. That's what I've been told. They are inquiry sensitive. So you want to make sure your inquiries are low on Experian before you apply. Make sure you try to wipe all the ones that you can wipe from that credit report from their Experian side before you apply for this. Let's go for another one. Another one that I don't. It's not necessarily 0%, but it's the. Give me 1 second. It is the Navy Federal Business Credit Card. Now, personally, I'm be honest, I'm not a big fan of this card. I did get it like 2 years ago. In fact, I believe I was the first one to make a video on YouTube about the Navy Federal Business Credit Card, and then you see all these other videos come out. But the reason I don't like it, they don't really have great benefits. Honestly, reward points are trash. The limits are trash. Now, on the personal side, they do give out high limits, but the business side, they really don't. They have a business line of credit up to 50,000. You have to provide docs, and a total credit limit exposure on the Navy Federal is only 35,000 across all businesses. So I have two business credit cards, two separate businesses, one with 25,000 and one with 10,000. So 35,000. Anything after that, you have to provide docs. So that's a data point that no one on the internet has talks about. I've done it. I've asked the underwriter, and that is exactly what they told me, and it's true because when I told them I wanted a higher limit, they said, "Give me your tax returns. Let me see some last year." I think they asked for 2 years tax return and 1 year tax return on business and profit and loss. So personally, I don't like them compared to the other ones. I think there's better options out there, but I did have them. Everybody loves Navy Federal. If you can get in Navy Federal, you can apply for them. But as far as like the actual benefits, they're okay. One reason I like them is because instead of maxing out, like if I'm going for another round of funding, I can put all my expenses on this business credit card instead of putting it on the Chase, because then I can keep my utilization on the business Chase card before I apply for another Chase card, because then I can get denied. So that's really one of the benefits of having Navy Federal. I want to keep the utilization for the business side before I apply for a card like a Chase, where I don't want to apply for a business credit card if my business credit card is maxed out. So, guys, let me know in the comments if I'm dropping some gems. Don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button. This is where we talk about leveraging credit to create cash flow. We talk about business. We talk about finance. Join the free Facebook group. Link in the description. If you want to join my mentorship, I am letting people sign up to join the waitlist for my mentorship, where I'm going to be going very deep into cash flow strategies, business credit, personal credit, funding sequences, and things like that. If you are interested, link in the description. That's my time. My name's Toby Rosario. Peace.